Hi, this is Tanya from Love Buddha Tarot. Back, it's a Saturday morning. I was supposed to be off work and then I got called to do these videos. So I'm still in my pajamas, but I'm going to spend some of the Saturday morning with you, if that's all right. I'm going to be doing some readings, new moon readings for all of the signs as well. But I just thought this is a real good time to have a chat, to catch up, to see what everybody's doing, how everybody's feeling as well. So if you don't like the fact that I talk and chat on these readings, then this probably isn't for you. Wait until it's uploaded again, and then it will be time stamped so that you can see the readings. Okay, don't give me emails or whatever, because to be honest, this week I am sick to the back teeth of people twisting. That's it. I am that's it. So I'm not buying any of it. Okay. So right, who have we got here? Good morning, Tina, Rachel, Amy, Shirley, Deborah, Christy. How are you all? Where are you all? That's it. That would be nice to see. Oh, Tina, you would not believe. Honestly, you would not believe. It's not that I get angry at it. I just get, you know what? I can't be bothered with it. So, how is everybody? Everybody good? Yeah. I woke up this morning and I don't know if I should share this on here because I usually try and sometimes keep opinions to myself, but I find it really hard. I woke up early this morning about 7 o'clock and checked social media, which I do. And oh God, it's what is going on? You know, we've started bombing, and I literally had to lie in bed for 3 hours to process it. There's a lot of times I don't let stuff like that get in my head. You know, as Gandhi said, I will not let anyone walk through mind with their dirty feet. But for some reason this morning, it really hit hard, and I was quite exasperated by it. And you know, I just want to say war is never ever the answer. You know, it's not. We don't fight for peace, we peace for peace. And at the moment, we've got people bombing Syria to tell the people that are bombing Syria that bombing Syria is wrong. And it's honestly, I had this morning, I had to turn it off. And to be honest, I think that's why I've came on here, because I wanted some positive energy. You know, I can't, I was getting too sucked into it. So yeah, I never do that's it. We can just send love to it, you know. And I found it very hard this morning. I don't like to practice hate, okay, and I don't like to practice hate, but or anger or annoyance. But there's two particular people in the world at the moment that I just really think are dangerous, and that's all I'm going to say about that, because like I say, I'll get off onto one. So right, anyway, how is everybody else's weekend? Is it good? Yeah. Been seeing them in fall for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, that is telling you that there are right. Okay, I haven't put teeth in this morning. That is telling you, Tina, by seeing, and that is always telling you that you're on the right path. Okay, monitor your thoughts that would be for that, you know, that come after it, because that is really, you know, a good way to judge what they're telling you is right. 4 is all about stability as well. You know, it's actually you being secure and solid within yourself, within your path, within your goal, and within your direction. So if you're seeing them 2 numbers, then that is a really good thing. Okay, you're doing something right, sister. More is out there. People like you are creating room for love to spread. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I don't like to be too political on here, because, you know, even with some of my friends, I don't talk politics because I am very strong-minded and I have views, you know, and I don't like to fall out with people because everybody has their right to their opinion. But I feel when it's innocent people that are getting killed, you know, that is not cool in any way, you know. And this is it, you know, within any war, there is always destruction and loss, and you know, of innocent lives, and that's the thing, you know, it's innocent lives that are taken. So, hi Tristan, how are you? I'm good, Nancy, thank you. I'm really feeling good. That Mercury retrograde completely, it just threw me. It was a really challenging time, but when I look back at it now with hindsight, I realize, and this was what I was wanting to talk about today as well. So thank you for that, Nancy. You've actually led me into that lovely buying time and all that. Yeah, so like I say, we've had this Mercury retrograde, which for quite a lot of people, it has been a very, very tough one. Okay. Um, but obviously, we have the moon in Aries, and on Sunday, Monday, for some of us, we have the new moon in Aries. And basically, I feel that this is coming to kick us up the arse, to be honest. This is it. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff coming up to the surface as well. And when anything comes to the surface, it means it's got to be healed. Okay, that it's showing itself so that you can heal. When I look back at the last 2 weeks, which seems like a lifetime ago now, I realized that what I'd done within a lot of it, I reacted. I didn't respond, okay, to whatever was coming up. I reacted. I went into fear. I detoured into fear. Externals, I had no control over them. And I was scared. I was scared that I was going to have to end life here, not end life. It wasn't that bad, but I was going to have to end life here. There was a lot of things going on, and I detoured into fear. The second I switched back to love, which took a fair time, that was when the miracles started to happen, and this was when I could see a way out rather than being stuck. And I really feel that this is synonymous. This isn't just about me. This is how we need to navigate, this Aries new moon, the energies that are around at the moment as well, and what is going on externally. We don't feel that we're stuck in it. If we feel that we're stuck, we will be. We need to look for solutions rather than problems. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, really, really good lesson in responding rather than reacting. Okay, everything's always going to be all right in the end. If I had have took, I usually have like a 5-5 rule. Whereas if it's not going to bother me in 5 years' time, don't spend more than 5 minutes worrying about it, But I literally got into head and I got out of feels, all the time. Feels was saying, don't worry. The universe was going, I've got you, I've got you. Don't worry. Everything will be fine. This is just something you need to learn. Um, I have learned the lesson. I see it now for what it was, but at the time it was very hard to do that. So I hope that makes sense to some of you, because I really feel this is what we're being tested on. I feel that we have been tested the last couple of weeks on our patience and our ability to like practice mindfulness, and our ability to see the bigger picture as well, because when we are looking through tunnel vision, it cuts everything off. When we look at the bigger picture, we can see the reason why certain things are happening. So I really like that. Right, okay, so I'm just going to have a little read before I start these. Like I say, if you don't like me chatting, then, come back when it's reposted and you can see the readings. Yeah, you're going to apply it all moving forward, Tristan. That is the thing. This is what this moon is all about. It's about us moving forward, okay? Getting out of the past. And it's almost like I feel there's a lot of inner child stuff coming up. Okay, this is what I feel. A lot of inner child stuff, a lot of stuff from the past, a lot of damage that has been done. Now, I've been talking this week with somebody I'm collaborating with about damage. Okay, and damage, when you look at the dictionary definition, it says, what was it? The way something has changed, so it makes it not useful anymore and not as purposeful. And this is it. We have all suffered damage in some way. Okay. I mean, we've suffered loss, we've suffered trauma, heartbreak, whatever. They're all parts of life. But a lot of people see the damage and it's like, right, the damage is done. Okay, there's no way to rectify it. And in a way, that's right, because we kind of go back and we kind of change circumstances and we kind of change how things happened. But we all have the ability at this time in our life, starting from today, to not allow that to dictate our future. Okay, it doesn't matter what you've done. I mean, there's a great movie. I don't know, God, what's it called? Is it called The Kid? About a guy who had such a horrific upbringing. I mean, I was even watching this. It was so uncomfortable. And he turned that round. And I mean, it was horrific. So we can all turn it round. And what I feel we need to do during this Aries moon, this Aries new moon, is we need to accept what has gone before. Okay? We need to accept it. If we're fighting against it, if we're trying to block it out, if we're trying to, whatever, keep revisiting it, it is giving it power. Okay. What we need to do is accept it and say, right, okay, from this moment, everything that has come before has happened, and there isn't a bloody thing we can do to change it. But from this moment on, we can change our future and we can create our future, because the way we think about our future, the way we think about ourselves, every single day we are manifesting and we don't even realize, you know. If you get up in the morning, you stub your toe, you go, oh, fuck, what am I doing? It's going to be a shit day. And then you're late and then the car won't start, whatever. You will have a bad day. But rather, what you could do is, right, okay, I thought I really need to slow down. I will get to where I need to go, where I need to be at the right time. But if I rush around like this with my head not on right, then the day will probably not pan out in a good way. So I'm going to take a moment to breathe, to reset, and to start again. Okay. And if we can adapt that into our life as well, this is when we can heal damage, or the damage does no longer affect our future and ourselves, if that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. It's horrible. I really want to read these, but then when I'm off on one, I can't do it. What's done is done. Yeah, that's right, Tristan. What's done is done. We cannot change it, okay, but we can change the future. And that's what I feel this is happening for us. It's a very, very important time. 2018 was always going to be an important time. But we need to remember that we are not our story, okay? We are not who people have told us we are. We are not the things that have happened to us. We have the ability to be whoever we want to be. Okay. So it's almost like we're writing our own script. Okay. But then we're thinking, oh, well, I've got to put that in because that's how it's going to be. No, it isn't. When you are the author, you can change that to whatever you want. Okay. And it's, we all really want that happy ending, don't we? That's what we want. Few cliffhangers in between, but we all want that happy ending. Yeah, we are not a victim of our lives. We are love, Christy. Exactly. And that is what we are. Love is something that it joins us all together. We all have the ability to do this. Yes, we might not have got it when we were children or whatever. We might not have got it in the way we wanted. We might not have got it off the partner we've chosen or whatever. But all that does is make us realize what true love is. When we haven't had it, and when it has been given in a different way and labeled as love, then that makes us see that that is not real. Okay, love is real. We are real. Everything else is an illusion. And we have that choice every single day. Do we choose fear or do we choose love? Because when we choose fear, that is when all these other egoic, it's almost like fear whistles like that, and all of its other cronies come in, which are jealousy, anger, all of this horrible stuff. What's going on in the world at the moment is not in any way being fueled by love. It is being fueled by fear. And there's so many people are reading the propaganda and everything like that they're now in fear. I was just sitting before, and the sun's come out now. It was raining before. I was sitting in an aeroplane went overhead, and I just thought, what? These people in Syria, what if every time an aeroplane went overhead, we were wondering whether there was going to be that big bang after it, whether we were going to be bombed, whether it was going to hit our home or whatever. Can you imagine the tension, that is that them people are feeling? It blows my mind. And it's, like I say, so please send love if you can to that situation. So that's how, yeah, we all have the ability to change the world by, injecting love into it. And we all shine. We all have our light. And it's almost like if you imagine yourself as a candle wick, okay? You have this lovely little flame on it. But when we all come together and when we're all practicing it, if all of us shine our little wick together, that can illuminate the world more. And within this Aries moon at the moment, when we have a new moon, it's dark. We don't see the moon. So this is when we need to get into our fields, okay? Because in the dark, that is your way out. If you're walking around and it's pitch black at night, your senses become more heightened. You hear better, you feel better, you can sense something behind you. And if we can adapt that into our everyday life, we then get into our feels, which stops us being in fear, and it stops us being in our head as well. So it's almost like we need to feel, we need to feel, we need to feel. And the best thing that we can feel is love as well. When you actually feel that inside of you, it just makes you smile and shine. And because it feeds us. Love feels us, feeds us. Love feeds us, and love connects us as well. And connection feeds us. Like I say, I'm going back to the UK in a couple of weeks because I just needed. It's not that I'm missing the UK. I'm not at all. But I needed connections. I have connections here, but I need them deep rooted connections. And it's almost like, right, okay, I just need to go. I need to refuel, and then I know everything will be fine. All right, Tanya, another Tanya there. Hi, that's really nice that you've caught me today. And can I just say a little thank you to everybody as well for this little community that we have here, because it is beautiful. And like I say, I'm very busy at the moment, so I don't have a chance to answer all of the messages. I do read them all. I do read all the comments on here. Um, but I also see how you interact with each other as well, and that is a beautiful thing. That is an absolutely beautiful thing. We're all in the same boat, as Rumi said. We're all just walking each other home, and it's I'm honored that you've all come here together as well. Okay. Mhm. Yeah, this is the thing. Everybody's bringing everybody together. There's this beautiful little spiritual hub here on the island, and it's like a little home. It's a little nest. I go into it, and I called in yesterday, and yesterday I needed to be there, and I didn't realize why. And somebody came in to see somebody else because they were having an issue, and it ended up that they weren't there to see that other person. They were there to see me. So it was, they divinely orchestrated it so that I was there at the time, and we met, and it unfolded a lot. So it was good. This is why this is why we don't doubt spirit, because they've always got a bigger plan. Yeah, Rachel, thank you. Let's give this video a like. Yeah. And subscribe if you haven't as well. I'm going to start, not just yet, when I need to get the logistics of it down. I'm not very good with the logistics stuff, but I'm going to start pulling once a month. I'm going to start pulling a subscriber from the hat and doing them a reading. Whether I do that, I don't think I'm going to do that live, because it's not about showmanship or anything. I think it's more about, giving a thanks for subscribing. And I never know what's going to come out in a reading anyway, and a lot of times that it's some very personal stuff. So yes, so if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. It will be open to all old subscribers as well, and new. So try and get as many people to subscribe as you can, and then once a month, starting from next month, I will be doing a draw and doing a live reading for one subscriber. Okay. So just to give a little bit back and a little bit of thank you. So right, I'm waffling. I'm going to get on now with the readings, the Aries moon readings. So what better way to start than with Aries? Okay. So I'm going to pull one Osho card and three stretch tarot, because I'm sorry, yesterday I was meant to do Fridays. Yesterday I literally was just so busy. And please be aware, when you send me a message via Facebook or email, if I am in readings, I don't check them all the time when I'm actually reading. When I'm reading, my focus is on that person. I'm very busy at the moment, so it's literally back-to-back readings. So I had somebody yesterday morning message me regarding an emergency reading. I had no time yesterday. I didn't get finished until past 8 last night. I told them that I had no time. They then carried on messaging, and then they left a really bad review on the Facebook page saying that they were disgusted in me and that they were going to find a genuine reader. Okay, now that doesn't bother me in the slightest, but the fact is that somebody who I haven't read for then says that they're writing a review when I haven't read for them, and I did message them and tell them that I wasn't available. If I haven't got time, I haven't got time. That's it. That is why I always say get in touch before emergency bookings. And I also won't be answering messages after after office hours as well, so that means weekends, and it means after 6 o'clock at night, it will be messaged, it will be answered the next day, or it will be answered on the Monday when I come back to work. No, I can't delete the reviews, Purple Dove. That is the thing. There's 2 bad reviews on that. I had a 5-star rating on all of them, and I can't. And both people haven't had readings from me, So it's obviously there's something going on with them, and I respect that. But it's almost like, they're changing, they're putting their energies or aggression in the wrong place, Like I say, the reviews are great, and I really appreciate them from people. But anybody who's had a reading with me knows that I put into them, and that is it. I know that. So that is why it doesn't bother me. But it does sort of piss me off a bit. Thinking, you know what? Think before you do something, because, like I say, they kind of be retracted, Yeah, my energies are protected at all times, Shirley. I've got to. It's one of the. It's sort of like a ritual. I need to, and especially on this island, it's been really bizarre. When I've been doing some readings, some personal readings, there's been some quite strange stuff come up. I can't go into it because obviously it was other people's readings, but there's some darkness here as well as a lot of light, and I need to be able to facilitate that and deal with it as well, which is this was one of the main things, one of the first things I learned within spiritual development is protection. Protection is key. Understand that not all spirit is love and light. It's not. There are some darker forces out there as well. And also learning about delivery. We need to learn how to deliver a message, because delivery, we don't know how that other person's going to take it, so we have to do it with a lot of love. And this is why some people buy a deck and they go, oh yeah, I'm a reader and blah blah blah, and they will come up against obstacles. I'm all for people getting decks, and I'm all for people learning. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm saying there's a lot more to it than actually just picking up a deck and reading for somebody. So it's with a normal life, I break the rules, I do whatever. I'm a bit of a goofball. With work, I take it very seriously. So right. Oh, whoa, right. Everything's going all over. Right. Okay. I'm going to get focused. I think that's what it's telling me. Get focused and get reading, Tanya. Cut the crap. Yeah, that's it, Purple Dove. Normal protection is you've got to have it massively. It's not a case of just saying, oh yeah, I'm putting a bubble around me. It's not that at all. You've got to cleanse, release, protect, cleanse, release, protect. It's almost like a face regime, when you cleanse, tone, and moisturize, which I don't do at all. I keep getting wrong because my friend who I live with here, Louisa, is a skincare specialist. And she's massively into her skin. She's very knowledgeable. She's great at what she does. She won the awards and everything. And she goes mad because I never wear moisturizer. I don't wear skin cream. If I'm in the shower, I wash face with shower gel. I have no skincare regime at all. She goes mad with me. Oh, nice. You're off to Greece, Julia. Yeah. Right, okay, so I'm going to start these readings now. Have I waffled for 4 minutes? Right, okay, so this is for Aries, and it's almost like, what does Aries need to know for this new moon, or what is going to be highlighted? I think that's it, because, yeah, I think that's the question I'll ask. Because, like I say, when the new moon is there, it's dark, so we need to know what will be illuminated during this. Thank you, Tanya. I really appreciate that you love it. Right, okay. Right, 2 seconds there. I'm just gonna. Right, okay. Sorry, I've just had to. Block somebody there. I can't be bothered with that shit this morning. I really, really can't. Right, okay. So that's it. Trolls on board. Yeah, I've just blocked them there. Okay. Right, okay. So this is Aries. This is. Oh, thank you for that, Mason. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Right, okay, Aries, this is lovely, this vibe that's coming in. So what needs to be illuminated? What is going to be shown to you over the next coming week, I feel? Let's see what we're getting. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The jumpers today. Right, okay. So I feel patience. Patience is coming in massively. Look, these are going all over for you, Aries, all over. So, right, I feel with this, you've got absolutely beautiful, beautiful cards here. And what I'm getting, it's almost like you are going to get some big tests over this week, okay? But they're not going to be bad tests, okay? They're going to sort of make you realize how powerful you are. So it's almost like there's a lot of creativity coming in for you, Aries, okay? So I don't mean creativity as in just, if you're going to paint or sing or draw or write or anything like that. This is about being creative with your choices, being creative with your um being creative with your future, okay? Creating the life you want. And also what they're saying here, I mean, I'm loving this. I'm really loving this. It's almost like looking at your life, your strength, looking at your hopes and dreams, your aspirations, and seeing how can I get there? How can I get them? It's almost like there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow for you here, Aries, and it's almost like, are you taking the right path to go and get it? What they're also saying to me here is slow down, okay? Don't expect everything quick and fast like that, because like I say, Aries is about passion. It's powerful, it's got drive, but it's almost like here, sort of go internal with that. Okay, put that drive internal, because it's almost like, say, slow down. You can't have everything quick, quick, quick. You've got to learn the lessons, and it's almost like you've got to go through a little bit of schooling, I feel, in order to find this lesson. Okay, they're giving me the God, I hate that song, and they're giving me this song here, "Lessons in Love." I feel it's by Level. Is it? Yeah, and it's what it's saying here is it's almost like I'm getting here. This is quite interesting. When I was talking about the inner child stuff, okay, this is coming up again, and it's kind of saying here, do you cling too hard in love, or do you let go too easily? Okay. Because this is saying you're at extremes, and I almost feel we need to bring balance in for you. So, this is where we need to be creative here. And I really feel there could be somebody around you, Aries, that is sort of divinely put there. Somebody who is here to be your teacher, and you might have mistaken them for a lover, but I feel they could be. But it's almost like they are here to be your teacher, and they're needing to teach you to not be too impulsive, to not be as impatient. You know, um, I'm not even going to say that what they've just said there, because that right, okay, uh, and not fight too hard to make an impression. Okay, so this is it. It's almost like be an observer over the next week or so, Aries, and that is where you will get your lesson, and this is where you will find keys that will open doors to this pot of gold for you. So I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I like that. I like that there. They work in funny ways with me. Yeah, it's like, it doesn't have to all be a dozen Aries. This is it. It's like I'm almost getting that. What's that Blackpool hat? Like, kiss me quick. Yeah, it's kiss me quick. What did they used to say? Kiss me quick hats, didn't they? Yeah, so it's almost like that. No, take your time. Take your time. Don't rush into anything. Just observe what is going on. So I hope that made sense. What's everybody? Right, okay. What we got? What we got there? I have a light behind me. Yeah, yeah, I do. This is my house. Have you seen the beams? I love the beams. It's very rare that I get to sit in the sitting room. So today is pretty much, I think, the first day since I moved here. So right, okay. We've had Aries. Who comes after Aries? Gemini. Right, okay. So this is Gemini. What is going to be illuminated for Gemini during this new moon? Right, okay. There's one for Gemini. Got a pink and purple aura. Oh, that's nice. That's love and connection, isn't it? I've got a photograph my daughter took of me one day. Whenever it rains, I always sort of run outside because I like to be in the rain. I like to feel the rain. It makes me believe I'm alive. And my daughter took a photo one day of me, and I didn't know she took it. And she said she just took it because she thought it was funny that I was standing letting the rain drip on face. But when she actually looked at the photo, there is a rainbow aura right over me. It is a horrible photo of me, but the rainbow is beautiful. Right, so this is what is Gemini going to get illuminated this month. Right, Gemini, strength. This is coming in, okay? What is going to be, okay? This is saying to you, this is an experience that you need to have, okay? So don't say, why me? Don't take it personally. This is something where you need to just sort of stop and take time to see what is going on. Very much like what I was saying at the minute. Sorry, I'm going to go off on a tangent here because it really makes me laugh. There's a lot of stop signs in Ibiza, and I'm going to actually start photographing them all because they really make me laugh when I'm driving along. And there's one, and it says on the stop sign, somebody's wrote above it "non" and then disco underneath. So the stop sign says "non-stop disco." There's another one I seen yesterday, and it went "stop," and somebody's put underneath "it's hammer time." And there's another one with "stop chemtrails," and I just really like it. You know that it's quite light-hearted, this island. It makes me laugh. So yeah, so sorry, I'm back to Gemini here. So Gemini, it's almost like this month you are going to earn your stripes, okay? That's what they're saying to me. I want to say to you, don't burn the candles at both ends. Don't burn out, okay? Because you are stronger than what you actually think you are. And you need to be rooted within your strength. This is what is being illuminated, okay? Because what they're saying here, you have a tendency, or you will have a tendency over this next week to revert back to old ways of thinking. And there's a lot of self-sabotage in this, okay? So rather than sabotaging, you are injecting strength into yourself, okay? And you are seeing every experience that you're getting as, right, okay, this is another sort of thing that is going to build strength. It's almost like you're weightlifting, if that makes sense, okay? But this is, there's a lot of spirit around you here, and they're wanting to reward you for your good behavior. Okay, your good behavior, for what you have experienced already, what you are currently experiencing, and what you will experience. And they're saying this is being brave. It's almost like, I feel some of you, it's like walking into Narnia. There might be new experiences coming up for you, but look at them and see what you can learn from them, because there's a massive gift. You might be a little bit frayed around the edges, but this is starting to turn to security, okay? Within the next week, I feel you're going to feel a lot more secure, and this is what this moon is coming in for you, right? Yes, Christina, I know I didn't read yesterday because I was very, very busy. I do these readings when I can and when I have time. Okay, there's no entitlement to them. I don't promise that I will do them every day, or anything. I do them when I can, And yesterday there was a lot going on. I had a lot of readings, and I didn't finish till past 8 last night. So that is why there was no readings there. Okay, so right. Gemini, who we got? And I do them for free, Purple. Yes, I do. I just really like them. I like doing them, Christina, and I appreciate that you like them, but it's almost like I say, I can do them when I can. I do what I can, So, right, okay, so this is Taurus. Okay, we were just talking, if you get to the beginning of it, Christina, about patience as well. And often when we get things, when we waited for them, we appreciate them a little bit more. Right, so Taurus. Ooh, Taurus. Ooh, I like these. Who's this one? Oh, there's another one. God, you know what? I'm in a thing here where I'm just gonna people are going, I'm not buying into it today. I really can't be bothered. Right, okay, so there's another user hit. Right, so Taurus. What have we got? What is the moon going to illuminate for Taurus? Ooh, Taurus. Right, okay, Taurus. I kind of feel that you're gonna have a little bit of confusion coming for you, but the best type of confusion, okay? I feel some of you Tauruses could get you could be meeting somebody who is going to be very, very important. Okay. So I feel that there is love, there is contentment, there is something that you weren't expecting, but it's almost like Cupid has his arrow directed at your heart, and when you're least expecting, bang, that's it. That's when he hits. Okay. Because there's something growing here. There's a lot of positivity coming, a lot of positivity coming through with you. Okay. This is going to lead you to freedom to be yourself, freedom to love freely as well. There's a real free coming here. Okay. To express yourself in the same way. It's almost like meeting the other part of you, meeting somebody who you just connect with. Okay. And it's and what am I getting there? That song. I can't even sing. Although there's a woman telling me that she's going to teach me to sing here, and I can't wait. I'm really scared, but I can't wait. But it's, do you believe in magic in a young girl's eyes? Yeah, and this is telling me, yeah, it's almost like your life is going to be hit by magic in the next week or so, Taurus. Okay, and this is coming out of the blue. But this is going to scare the shit out of you. I really, really think it is. Because it's like, oh, what am I going to do? This is what I've wished for all my life. And now it's here. I don't know how to handle it. But it's like, just handle it. Just go through it. Accept it, okay? You need to learn how to receive, Taurus. And I feel that that is what is gonna be coming for you. Some of you could be ending a relationship, but when I say you end it, it's almost like you end it so that you open the door for somebody else to come in. Okay, so don't have any tears. It's almost like, yeah, this is a time to open your heart. Your heart, whether you want to or not, Taurus, I feel your heart is going to be opened, okay, with the energies of this new moon. So I love that one. Keep smiling, because like I say, this is a good one. I really, really like that, Taurus. Okay, so who have we got now? So who's after Taurus? Cancer? Yeah, Cancer. Yeah, Christina, you want to move on? Well, this next week or so could be the time. Right, okay, so, right. I'm liking these today. I'm really, really liking these. So what are we on? We're on Cancer, aren't we? Cancer. Wow, what lovely, lovely cards, these, Cancer. Right, okay. They want you to go out and play. It's almost like I feel like a child when I've got these there. I feel like I'm a children's TV presenter. It's like, what do we have today? Because there's so much fun. There is so much playfulness. It's almost like some Cancers are getting their sparkle back. They're getting their childlike excitement. Some of you might even be going to a circus or something like that, because it's almost like I'm feeling that. When kids get so excited about things, and it's like I say, this is the feeling that I'm getting coming in with you. And I'm getting this to connected with friendships, okay? It's fun, it's friendships, it's laughter, it's belly laughs from your boots, okay? This is what I'm getting. It's a feeling of you feeling secure, okay? I don't feel this is in relationships. I feel this is friendships, okay? So it's almost like that bond of friendship. It's like there's the other friend, then there's this solidity, there's something connecting. I was talking before about connections, and this is what it's saying. And it's almost like this is going to give you an injection of power. What you need is, you need to cut loose, you need to have fun with your friends who love you unconditionally. You need to laugh until the tears run down your face, okay? And this is what you should be your target for the future, they're saying here as well. okay? And it's almost like this is in sight. So I feel some of you could be meeting up with old friends. You could have an impromptu, spontaneous meeting with old friends. They could be friends could be traveling to see you, or you traveling to see them. But it's almost like there's this huge ball of security and success, but like silliness. This is it. It's like you have got complete pulling. This could be somebody from overseas. It could be something like that. But it's almost like that's what I've been missing. I don't think you're going to realize how much you've missed it until it's there. And you're just going to have a moment, okay, where it's going to be like, you know what? God, isn't life good? Okay. So there's a spring in your step this over the next coming weeks, Cancer. And what a lovely, lovely, what a lovely reading that is. I really love the energy that's coming through with that. Right. So Cancer, Leo, we're on to now. Leo, reading autocorrect fields. Yeah, Purple Dove, they're amazing, aren't they? They're absolutely amazing autocorrect fields. Have you ever done it? Does it? And have you ever seen it on the iPhones where you could change a certain word and you can make it say something else? So whenever anybody types that word, it comes up with something else. That is really, really funny when you do that. Yeah. What was it I was watching the other day? I was watching videos of kids with Jack in the Boxes. The tears were pouring down their face. They really were. It's yeah, when we laugh, that is when we're coming from a place of love. Spirit want us to be playful. Spirit are very playful. They're not all serious. So it's Cancer. Forget the seriousness and go into silliness. You're allowed, okay? Right. So this is Leo. What have we got for Leo? Right, okay, this is good, this is good, this is good. Oops, sorry, I'm just having to check phone. I've just looked and I've got so many messages there. But yeah, none of them important. Well, they are important, but not as important to stop. I'm getting a car today, a new car, so I've got to look and see, well, it's not a new car, it's an old car. It's really funny. You've got to put your hand outside the window to open the door and everything. So yeah, it's funny. Oh, they're falling all over for you here, Leo. Hi, Jane. Yeah, I'm pleased you got to see me live. Right, okay, these ones all fell out, so I'm going to read these ones for Leo, okay? Right. What are we getting? Wow, Leo. A lot of illumination coming for you. It's almost like, there's so much coming for you through this new moon's energy. I feel there's a huge breakthrough, okay? Some of you might be feeling that you're having a breakdown, but you're not. Whatever is happening, like I've said at the beginning of this, whatever is happening to us, whatever sign we are over this new moon phase, okay, it is actually it is for us, okay? So you feel that you're breaking down, but this is leading to a breakthrough. It's almost like obstacles. I'm seeing, when Jesus was in the temple and he just kicked everything over. So I feel some of you could be having a bit of a blowout, an emotional blowout, seeing everything that's been like sort of deeply hidden, and it's all coming to the surface here, okay? But I feel it's coming from a heart space. It's almost like your heart is cracking open here. There is an opportunity coming for you, an opportunity for love, an opportunity for security, okay? But this mean that you need to walk away from something, okay? Very powerful, these readings. I feel some of you might be tiptoeing, so I don't know if there's something going on that you're not wanting other people to know or what, but it's sort of saying here, this is an opportunity that you cannot miss, okay? There is something, it doesn't matter what you've got to leave behind, what you've got to do. If you don't take this opportunity, it's almost like you could regret it for the rest of your life, okay? And I do feel this is connected with love. We can't tell who we fall in love with, that is beyond our control a lot of the times, but this is almost like it's saying, open your heart to this. You've been trying to close it off. You've been trying to, like I say, tiptoe around this area, but keeping this security. But I feel there's better security for you. It's almost like you need to take this risk. You need to allow yourself to speak the words that are in your head, okay? Because there's been a whole lot of thinking going on here, Leo, but now is the time when I just say, boof, Yeah, yeah, Jesus kicking off in the church and made you smile. Yeah, this is it. It's like, right, okay, no more. I'm not taking any of this bullshit. I'm going after what I want. And this is what I'm getting for you, Leo. So there's a lot of power coming in. It's almost like you're getting your raw back, okay? Because like I say, there's words spilling out here, but I do feel they're coming from a love base, but also a self-love base. So this is about you, what you want, what will make you happy. And I feel it's not where you are. You need to take this opportunity because it's like you're being handed a golden ticket here. Okay, Leo. So I hope that makes sense to some of you. Right, so Leo, Virgo, this is mine. Robin Fink, happy to see you. So happy. Hi, Robin. Thank you for the generous messages opening to transformation for all of us. Yeah, we're all transforming. We are. And it's great that we're all doing it together as well. I love this. And I am very, very happy. Like to the point where I sometimes think, wow, what's happened? Have I lost my mind? But I don't think I have. I think I found it. Right. I love these cards. I love spirit. I just love love. Oh, thank you. I'm grateful for all of you too. So thank you for being grateful for me. You're a watery one, Christy. Right, okay. This is for Virgo. Virgo moon and Libra sun. What am I? I'm Aries moon, Virgo sun, and Libra rising. Ooh, right. Oh, you know what? Why do Virgos never get it easy? Right, okay, Virgo, what we've got here, I do feel again, this is down to love. There's a whole lot of love around for a lot of these. Yeah, if I know the golden ticket, I just hope it's not for a chocolate factory. Yeah, funny enough, I was talking about Willy Wonka yesterday, and I said, "We are the music makers, and we are the dreamer of dreams." And that's exactly. I was told yesterday I need to do a piece of art for somebody who I've met, and that is what I'm going to do. So, yeah, that's funny. Introduced to you by best friend Judy McConway. Oh, Rosemary, that's lovely. Are you the one that lives in Australia? Yeah, I stayed with Judy not long ago. Her sons are very good friends of mine. I was talking to Tim yesterday on the phone. So, thank you for that, Rosemary. Judy is adorable. Judy and Mick are just. I stayed with them, and it was. I want to adopt them as parents. I think. Right. Please do share your art with us, Tanya. I will when I do it. Okay. I'm just trying to find the time to do it. It's there. It's all in my head. I just need to have the time to get it out. So, right. Okay. Back to Virgos here. Wow. I talked about connection. I talked about the love. I mean, we've got here, it's almost like it's a lot of Virgos are empaths, okay? And I feel we are feeling the weight of the world at the moment, but yet we are feeling the love, okay? This is what's coming in. And I feel, right, okay, this is mad. I mean, with what I was talking about, we're getting the world card there. So this is the connection. And then we're getting this one, and look at it. It says conflict. And it's almost like we don't want to see it. It's like hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. I feel this is going to be a struggle around this moon time. And I really feel it is. And like I say, I've said this morning, I woke up and for 3 hours I had to lie in bed and just process what's going on. But it's almost like this feeling. I really feel Virgos will be fighting for the underdog. Okay, this is what it's illuminating. It's almost like with this new moon, it's almost like you are finding or you are being told what your place is in the world and what you need to do. And it's almost like you need to fight for freedom, not just yours, but that of other people's. So I feel there will be a lot of social issues that are being presented to Virgos as well. You are passionate about a cause, Virgo, and your passion, it's almost like can educate other people, can make them see that that is not the way, and you're going to be, it's almost like I could see you in Speaker's Corner at Hyde Park, like saying this is not it. It's almost like there is something from the past as well that I really feel you need to talk about, which will help and aid others. Okay, that is so bizarre because this is what happened last night. I said a conversation which led to something with somebody else, and it was they were desperately in need of help with what I talked about. So that's bizarre. But it's almost like you need to, you're wanting to bring pleasure back to the world. You're wanting to bring love to the world. You're wanting to offer what you can and what is in your heart as well. Okay, it's almost like you're wanting to take away the pain of yourself and of others. Okay, it's like I'm seeing it here as almost like you're wanting, like, you know, when you take a photograph and we put like Vaseline on the lens to get this lovely soft view, and this is what you're getting. So I feel you could be connecting with people and on the other sides of the world, you know, all over the world, like-minded people, and you're coming together to actually heal them, heal yourself, and heal them. You're coming here to help. Okay, this is it. There's a situation, there's a cause, there will be something that somebody or something will need your help. And it's almost like this is spirit saying to you, you know, you are like a natural healer. You need to do this. But I feel in doing this, I feel it's in doing this will help you heal some of your issues from childhood as well. Okay. This is beautiful, but it's almost like it's like this warrior coming in, you know, but this peaceful warrior. Okay, like I say, we don't fight for peace, we peace for peace. And this is what I feel you're going to be doing over this new moon phase. And I also feel you're going to be making peace with your past. Okay, it's almost like it's time now. You're going to make peace. So I hope that makes sense. Oh, thank you, Christina. Thank you for trusting me. Trust is a very important thing, you know, so that is a massive honor that you trust me. Do you have a Facebook, not your personal one? Yeah, I feel it would be nice to connect. Yeah, I do have a Facebook page. It's Love Buddha Tarot Readings. I also have an Instagram page. My personal Facebook page, I don't ever add clients. That is not anything personal. It's just because I don't like to see what's going on in people's lives if I'm going to read for them. And subconsciously, you know, the way things go up on the news feed, I can do that. So that is why I don't add people, you know. But I am thinking about maybe making a little members area. There's so much that Spirit are telling me I need to do, but it's just finding the time to do it, you know, because I think that would be lovely where you can all connect, not just on here, but in another place as well. So watch this space. Okay. Right. So who have I done? Oh, I haven't got a drink here with me. What am I doing? Right. Okay. Oh, thank you, Purple Dove. Thank you. Soul family requires it. Yeah, you know, we are all connected. We are all, you know, this is about finding your tribe, you know, and when you find your tribe, you love them hard. You know, that's what you do. God, I got so emotional there. Oh. Wow. Right, okay, so who went on to Libra? What is going on? You know what? This is the thing when it's live, isn't it? You know, I can't be. I read for somebody the other day, and they said to me, "You're just a real, like, sort of spitting sawdust spiritualist." Oh, that was really funny. I did. I thought that was really funny. Right. Okay. So this is for Libra. Stop for a minute and get a drink. We can wait. No. Then you will see Jarbies. I'm with Jarbies today. I might stop for a minute and get a cigarette, but I'm not allowed to smoke in the house, so I might have to go outside. But then the cars fly all over, and yeah, happy tears are great, aren't they? So right, okay, Libra. Oh, Libra. Right, okay, the same card that came out for Virgo there, one of them. Right, okay. So Libra, what have we got for you? I mean, I've said we've got to get into our feels and out of our head, but you're going internal in a good way, okay? I'm almost seeing some of you becoming quite zen. It's some of you are almost locking yourself away from the world, but in a good way because you need this. I'm getting here, you know how like Buddha sort of went and sat under the tree to gain enlightenment, you know, and stuff like that. This is what I'm feeling here. It's almost like you're needing some some time away because there's a lot of stuff that you have to process. But this isn't in any way in a bad way. This is not like you're locking yourself away because you're anxious or whatever. It's almost like you're seeing the light in some way and you're feeling quite caged where you are. And it's like a caged bird doesn't sing here. And you're looking at this. You're really turned on and switched on or you will be. This is the illumination that comes. So I feel that some of you will be some of you be taking up meditation if you don't already. Some of you are looking for this spiritual release, this spiritual soul tribe, like what we've just been talking. Some of you might be feeling very alone where you are and not with like-minded people. So this is where you are feeling it in your heart that you need to go out and search this. So it's almost like there's this invisible calling is calling you to somewhere or something. And it's almost like a little bit of a pilgrimage because it's almost like you need to share. This is what is coming in. You need to share. They're talking a lot about songs. I mean, if we have a look, we've got this hermit here with that bird cage, but there the bird is free, and it's almost like I can hear this singing when it's coming out. It's so full of color here. And it's like you need to share your song. You need to share your voice. You need to share your vision. You need to share it with people who will understand and who can get this back. And this is where you're getting the Knight of Cups. This is where the opportunity is coming. Look at that. It's almost like you can do magic here. You can do magic. You can pull this out of the hat. And it's almost like the color is coming back here when you actually go internal. So I love this. I really, really, really love this. It's almost like you're stepping into your wisdom, or inner wisdom. Your higher self is finally able to get through to you, and they're saying, right, this is it. There's opportunity here. There's generosity. There's sharing. There's, like I say, there's a lot of grace within this. It's almost like I'm seeing you sort of floating. Okay, so I really feel Libras could be a lot of enlightenment, okay, and enlivenment. I don't even know if that's a word. They've just said enlivenment and live, yeah, like living in the moment. Okay, this is it. It's almost like the power of now. This is what I feel is coming in. So expect messages here, Libra. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, what else saying there? I want to be dragged to Greece. I was pretty much dragged kicking and screaming to Ibiza, and now it's home. Yes, get out gigging. Yeah, Rose, get out gigging, if you can. It's amazing. Not just for you, but for the people who experience it as well. It's music is life. I love hearing it, even if it's bad. Well, even if it's bad singers, I'm a bit of a music snob with certain things, and there's some songs I just like, really, I can't listen to. Right, okay, so who are we? Libra, who got next? Scorpio. Ooh. Right, okay, Scorpio as well. There's a lovely energy coming through with all of these cards today. There really, really is. Right, okay, Scorpio, there is the birth of something. I do feel that some of this could be pregnancy. Okay, I really, really do. They're showing me a baby. They're showing me something like that. Okay, and I don't think it's just a birth of something. So there could be a pregnancy for some Scorpios. Okay, be prepared with that. I feel with a lot of Scorpios, it's almost like you're breaking free from restrictions. Okay, anything that has been holding you back, anyone that has been holding you back as well, it's now is your. I feel like it's some of you could be thinking about just doing off and traveling or something like that. It's almost like there's a real warrior tribal sort of feeling coming through with this as well, and it's almost like this new moon is going to bring you to a place of positivity, where you are thinking more positive. You are realizing where your thoughts have been restricting you. Okay, you are stepping into your god or goddess suit, and you are rocking your good self as well. You are feeling very secure within yourself, very secure with those around you. And like I say, there's this I do feel there's this sort of, there could be a pregnancy, okay? So be careful if that's not what you want. If you do want it, then great, okay? I feel some of you, okay, and I don't like to talk about this because it's I know some people can get upset about things, but it's almost like this is coming from a place of love, okay? But I feel some of you have lost a child in the past as well, okay? Or lost a child that was close to you if it was not yours. But it's almost like this is what, when I said in the beginning, you need to accept something and see it how it is. When children are not born or whatever in that way, it's sometimes their purpose was just to be conceived, that is it. There is a divine timing for everything. So it's almost like let go of grief in some way. And there's stardust coming out of here for some reason. I don't know why they're showing me stardust. And it's almost like, we are stardust. We are stardust. That is what we were formed from, and that is what we go back to. So, there is no real death, they're saying, there's just a different change of form. And at the end of the day, when I go, if I could turn into a star, a bright shining star, then that's not to be mourned, that's to be admired and looked to and wished upon. So I don't know why they're saying that. I hope that makes sense for some Scorpios. But there's a lot of freedom bearing your soul. Bearing your soul here, actually allowing whatever is inside, whether this is pain, whether this is freedom, whether this is passion, whatever, allowing it out, allowing it to come to the surface, because that is part of who you are. If you're trying to suppress anything, even if this is sad emotions, that will keep you stuck. So this is what I'm saying. It's breaking free, opening them, breaking through them barriers. This could be flood barriers, whatever. So there could be tears around this, but these tears will turn from sadness into happy, okay? You have not lost anything. You do not mourn anything, because everything that you have ever had is already still there. It is part of you. It is part of your DNA, and that cannot be taken away. Okay, so it's like, look on the sunny side of life. I feel that they're saying to you, Scorpio. So I hope that makes sense to you. Yeah. Right, okay, I hope that makes sense to some Scorpios. Right, so what am I on now? Sagittarius. Ooh. Sun's coming out. It's getting darker in here because it's getting lighter out there. Was somebody saying they have flu or something? Yeah, try and get some echinacea. Echinacea is I swear by it. Echinacea, vitamin C. It was really strange. I was doing a reading for somebody yesterday, and Spirit gave me a food type and told me for them to eat it. And I was like, right, okay, that's bizarre, because it was quite a bizarre food type. And then when I looked it up, it was actually one of the ailments that they had. It is the cure for that, apparently. So it's like, yeah. Right, okay, so this is Sagittarius. So what is the moon going to illuminate for you here? Right, okay, Sagittarius. Right, I feel what this is going to illuminate for you. It's gone to sleep. I feel what this is going to illuminate for you is that you need to take time for rest and relaxation. Okay, it's almost like you're trying to do all things at once. I feel you're pretty burnt out. I feel you will feel very tired. Excuse me, tired around this moon. I feel you might start to get fluey. You might start to get ill or something like that, okay? And what this is doing, what this moon is going to show you is that you need to take time out, okay? And if you're not doing it of your own accord, it's going to do it for you in some way, okay? So it's almost like I feel some of you need sleep. Even if you could just sleep for a week, this is what I'm feeling here. There's that much going on in your head, and there's that much going on external, and it's almost like this is getting to you too much, Sagittarius, okay? So it's take time out. If this is overworked, stop work at the normal times. If this is study or something like that, give yourself a time span and say at 5 o'clock you stop it, okay? And you need to bring the balance in, because this is what is stopping you from experiencing pleasure, experiencing positivity. There's a bit of a negative vibe around you, Sagittarius, which normally you don't get, but it's almost like this is because you're trying to juggle everything, and you're trying to do things for other people as well. And it's almost like, right, stop. Okay, stop. Let them, it's like you're juggling plates here. Let them plates stop spinning for a bit, because it's actually making you ill and exhausted. Okay, so you need to be in control of your time. You need to be in control of your energy levels as well. And the way you can do this is to actually allow yourself to, some of you get some sun if you can as well. I don't know if some of you are lacking in vitamin D because they're telling me this, but I do feel some of you could be lacking in vitamins in some way. But it's almost like you need to take control of your energy. Okay, stop, keep giving it to everybody else, Sagittarius, because it's fine to do that if you've got enough, but it's almost like your reserve